This time we're looking into Talking Kids Books.
Oh, yeah. So
This AI app for making interactive kids books.
yeah, it looks interesting.
We've got a whole bunch of stuff to go through, research, articles, even some hands-on testing notes.
Okay, cool. So are we thinking like,
Yeah, so let's just jump right in.
okay,
What really struck me was how much this app is tapping into a real need.
yeah,
Like parents and teachers are constantly looking for ways to make learning fun, right?
it feels very now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like riding that wave of using tech to help kids learn and be more creative.
It is. Like, think back when we were kids.
Oh, yeah.
Like, picture books were cool, but
Yeah, but pretty basic.
yeah. What if they could talk to you? Or
Right.
have sound effects?
Yeah,
This makes that happen.
it does. And from what I've read, it covers a ton of different genres, like not just storybooks, cartoon books, animal books, even educational stuff about math or science. And it works in tons of languages.
Okay, that's cool, but how easy is this thing to use?
Right.
Because I'm not a tech expert and parents are busy.
That seems to be one of its strengths. They really designed it for anyone to use. Like the AI does all the hard stuff,
So it just does it for you?
pretty much. Like the writing, design, formatting, all that. It's all based on what you tell it to do.
Oh, wow.
So even if you've never made a book before, you can still make something that looks professional.
Okay, so let's say I have an idea. Like, I want to make a book about a talking dog who solves mysteries.
Okay, a detective dog. I like it.
Yeah. How do I get that from my brain into an actual interactive book?
It all starts with keywords. You give the AI some basic ideas,
So, like,
talking dog, mystery, detective, maybe some locations, things like that.
Okay.
And the AI uses that to write the first draft.
and can I change things up? Like, sometimes AI is a little, I don't know.
Right, not quite perfect.
Yeah.
Totally. You have complete control. You can edit the text, make it your own. You can even add stuff like videos, pictures, clickable links, even affiliate links.
Wait, affiliate links? In a kid's book?
It is kind of a unique feature.
Yeah.
And it shows how Talking Kids books could be more than just for making books.
More than just from making books.
Yeah, like you could make money from it too.
Now we're talking. So I make this awesome interactive book, then what?
Well, you've got options.
Yep.
You can sell it on Amazon's self-publishing thing, KDP,
Oh, okay.
or go the Etsy route if you want that, handmade vibe. You can even print physical copies.
So like actual hold in your hand books.
Exactly. Sell them yourself or through local stores, whatever you want. And because you get a commercial license, you're totally allowed to profit from them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And so you can put affiliate links right in the book. Like the talking dog recommends some dog biscuits, and boom, I get a commission.
Exactly. It's pretty clever, right? Uses the interactivity to tap into online shopping and stuff.
That's wild. But okay, let's not forget about the most important part of this, the kids.
Oh, absolutely. That's where the real magic comes in. Like with the voice narration, sound effects, animation, it makes reading a whole new experience.
Totally.
It's not just reading words on a page anymore. It's like really experiencing the story. Like imagine a kid who has trouble reading, just normal reading.
Right.
Suddenly the characters are talking to them. There's all these sound effects. It brings the story to life. Like it's a whole other level.
It's true. It's like those old choose your own adventure books, but like supercharged.
Exactly. And it made me think, how does it handle different types of learners?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, because kids learn in all sorts of ways.
Yeah, they do.
From what I can tell, it uses a multi-sensory approach. So for auditory learners, the voice narration is huge. Visual learners have the animations.
Yeah.
And then the interactive parts are perfect for, kinesthetic learners who need that hands-on experience.
So it really caters to how different kids learn best.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is cool. And what about sharing? If I make this awesome book, can I show it off easily? Like to a family and friends?
For sure. You can share it on social media, no problem.
Oh, nice.
So you can connect with other creators, get feedback, even build a following.
So you could share like a little preview with the characters talking and maybe some fun animation.
Exactly. Get people excited about it.
And you mentioned other creators. Is there like a community around this?
It seems like it. There are forums and groups online where people share tips and stuff, even work on projects together.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
It's a really positive vibe too, which is great.
I like that. It's really cool that they're like helping anyone become a children's book author.
Totally. It makes it so much easier to get into publishing. Like you don't need to find an agent or deal with those big companies,
Right.
You can just make the book, share it, and even make money directly.
Okay, so the big question, how much does it cost? Because all these features are great, but it has to be affordable.
Well, that's another thing that's different about Talking Kids Books.
Okay.
It's not like those other platforms that make you pay every month. It's a one-time payment.
So you pay once, and that's it.
You got it. You get the software forever, all the features, everything.
No monthly fees. That's awesome, especially if you're making money from it.
Right. You could make back your money, even profit, just from selling a few books.
It seems like a pretty accessible model then.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Especially for people who are just starting out.
And you still get that commercial license.
You got it. You're good to go to sell and make money.
You know, this feels like more than just a creative tool.
Yeah.
It's like a business opportunity.
Oh, for sure.
Like, you could make personalized kids' books, even work with teachers to make stuff for their classes.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
The possibilities are endless. And I think that's what's so exciting about it.
Yeah.
It combines technology, creativity, and opportunity all in one.
It really does feel like it's opening up this whole new way of telling stories and teaching kids.
Totally.
Speaking of new ways, I have a bit of a bigger question for you. With all this talk about interactive books and AI doing the writing and stuff, it makes me wonder, like, what's going to happen to reading in the future? Are actual books, going to disappear?
Yeah, it's a big question, right? I think the important thing is to remember that technology is just a tool. And like any tool, it can be used in a bunch of different ways.
Right.
Like in this case, it's not about getting rid of traditional books. It's more about like adding to what we already have.
So it's not like one or the other.
Nope, it's about having options.
Yeah.
Like there's always going to be something special about a real book, turning the pages, that whole experience. But these digital books, they have their own kind of magic.
Yeah.
They can make stories come alive in a way that just wasn't possible before.
And for some kids, that might be what makes them love reading.
Exactly. If a kid who doesn't like reading regular books gets hooked on an interactive one, that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's about finding what works for each kid.
Finding the right tool.
Yeah, exactly. So they can learn and, enjoy stories.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into Talking Kids Books, what's the main takeaway for our listeners?
I think the biggest thing is just how much potential this has. It combines creativity and technology and education. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
And it can help anyone become a storyteller,
Yeah.
and make these really cool learning experiences and connect with kids in a whole new way.
Yeah, it really is a whole new way.
It is.
And whether you're a parent or a teacher or just someone who loves a good story,
Right.
Talking Kids Books shows us what the future of storytelling might look like, how we make stories, share them, experience them.
Totally. And who knows, maybe it'll inspire some of our listeners to go out and create their own amazing kids books.
That would be awesome. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Talking Kids Books. And until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep those imaginations going.